Hello and welcome to Will Watches. This is Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2. We are finally here at the end of the Twilight Saga, and I have to say I have genuinely really enjoyed this. I think a lot of people, they rag on this series, but I have really enjoyed it for the most part. I think, part of that is of course the target audience. We know that anything with the target audience of teenage girls gets made fun of, and I think the first film is probably the weakest. It has the most kind of cringy moments, but I have enjoyed the rest. And then this one is definitely going to be the Volturi. They're coming back. They're after something. We saw at the end credits scene that Arrow, he said he is after something. There's something that the Cullens have that he wants. Is it just a nice happy family? Is it Bella? Is it Renesmee? What is he actually after? I'm intrigued to know what that is, and I'd like to know some of his backstory specifically, because it seems like he is almost the main villain of this final film. So I want to know his motivation, what has led him to this point, what the backstory of the whole of the Volturi is. We had a little bit, we know they're part of this Italian town and people thought they've driven them out, but they're actually still there controlling it all from the underground. So I want to know a bit more of that backstory. So before we jump into this, be sure to check out the Patreon. Over there you can find 1 week early access. You can also find polls so you can vote for what's next. What would you guys like to see next? Another teen series like this, maybe Maze Runner or Divergent. I have seen Hunger Games before, but it's been a while, so maybe a rewatch would be good. Let me know what you think. And over there you can also find a full-length version of this where you can just sync up your own footage and watch along with me. So yeah, let's just jump right in. Wait, I don't have this in a different language, do I? What? Why was part 2 in a different language down there? Look at this, they're definitely building it up a bit, aren't they? The grand finale. This is going from a more old-fashioned font with serifs to a more modern font with sans serif. I wonder if there is a significance there thematically. Yeah, I'm really digging this opening. They're definitely hyping this up, making it feel epic. Where are we going to start off? Is it going to pick up right away, or will there be a time jump? And of course Bella, she's a vampire now, so does he have any extra abilities? Like Robert can read minds, like Edward can read minds, and like how Alice can see into the future. Yeah, this little motif on the piano is really great. You have to give it to them. This song is really good. Ah, yeah, look at that. Her eyes turning red. But they'll eventually go yellow as well, won't they? Oh, because she's got enhanced senses. She's like picking up on all of this. But now she's like even more sensitive to this. She can like experience him better, I guess. This is how it focuses on the hands a lot. Very much focused on the female gaze. That's the target audience.
We're the same temperature now.
Yeah, it's different for him as well. Yeah, she's stronger. She doesn't realise her own strength, probably.
You need to get your thirst under control.
Yeah, get that under control first.
Yeah, you need to hide.
Because she's a newborn. But what about Renesmee's first as well? Yeah, it's really cool how they're showing her enhanced senses. That's a cool shot. Some of the running effects this still haven't aged great, but that was cool. Her like with the waterfall behind her. Is she going to be able to control herself around humans as well, though? It takes training, doesn't it? Yeah, she smelt something even more enticing, this rock climber. And Bella is stronger than Edward at this point. She's fighting off the cannon. Don't come for my prey.
You ran away from human blood mid-hunt. Even mature vampires have problems with that.
So she's really good at controlling herself.
I expect you to seem so
You?
Yeah, she hasn't changed that much.
Since when do you care about Renesmee?
Oh, he was about to say, wasn't he?
Take a whiff.
Is she going to be disgusted by his smell now then?
Well, I can see what everyone's been talking about. Jake, you really do stink.
Someone's been waiting to meet you.
How old is she now though? Oh, there. There's the CGI baby. Oh yeah, that is awful. What were they thinking? Especially with a baby this young as well, just get an actual baby. Is that Renesmee's power?
She showed you the first memory she has of you.
She can show memories?
It's a wolf thing.
What's a wolf thing?
You know we have no control over it.
Oh, so he didn't control to imprint her? It doesn't mean what you think. Okay, so it's not necessarily romantic.
You imprinted on my daughter?
It wasn't my choice.
She's a baby!
It's not like that.
But he did do it to protect her, like it protected her.
She's mine!
Oh, Edward's enjoying this.
You're gonna stay away from her.
You know I can't do that.
Yeah, he can't stay away from her now.
It's amazing, right?
You don't want to let her lose control though.
Nessie? You nicknamed my daughter after the Loch Ness Monster!
Why Nessie and not just like Ren?
Seth, are you okay?
Oh, and she's hurt Seth.
Seth, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she doesn't know her own strength, does she?
Nothing ever made sense before. And now I understand why.
It's kind of destined then in a way with the imprinting. Maybe now Edward knows how Charlie feels about him.
Finally.
Oh, it's just so distracting, the baby.
Where does she sleep? In my arms. Or Edward's or Esme's.
So she does sleep. Okay, that's something.
Happy birthday.
I stopped aging 3 days ago.
Well, we're celebrating anyway.
You still want to remember when your birthday is, right? Keys, okay. Is it a house or a car or...
Welcome home.
Ah, little cottage.
I think it's perfect.
Not a big mention like them though. And she already knows that it's perfect though. They think they're just gonna go off and live their nice little cottagecore life, but we know something else is gonna go down. They have a bed.
Vampires don't sleep.
There's more than one thing you can do on a bed. He doesn't have to hold back now. He doesn't have to worry about harming her, yeah.
We don't have to rest or catch our breath or eat.
Yeah, I definitely miss food. But I guess she doesn't find food appealing anymore. Rose has definitely taken well to Renesmee, hasn't she? She's all over her.
Is that Charlie?
Yeah, he's been kind of out of the loop. Charlie could probably think that she's dead or something, you know?
They will have to tell him you didn't make it.
Yeah, they're gonna say that she didn't make it. Are they gonna have to fake a body as well for a funeral, you know?
Nobody said anything about leaving.
Yeah, they're not gonna stick around.
You can't risk anyone seeing her.
Yeah.
So you just disappear? Jacob, we don't have another choice.
But Jacob can't be away from Renesmee that much, can he? Jacob's not gonna ruin it and tell Charlie.
No. I mean, she's fine. She's back home and she's feeling better. There's something you need to see first.
I need to see Bella.
Oh no, he means back home as in here.
What do you mean change?
He's gonna spill the secret? Wow, okay. So Charlie knows what he knows about werewolves.
You were leaving. What do you expect me to do?
You don't realize the danger you've put him in. The Volturi will kill anyone who knows about us.
Consider the physical pain you'll put Bella through. It'll be like sticking a white-hot branding iron down her throat, and that's assuming she can control her throat.
Yeah, can she control herself around him? But now she has to live with him getting old and everything as well, potentially.
And blink at least 3 times a minute.
Oh, do they just forget to blink?
Just don't forget to move your shoulders so it looks like you're breathing.
So they don't actually need to breathe? Yeah, she needs to blend in. Oh, she can smell him though. But the first thing he's gonna do is go in and hug her. I'm worried for Charlie now that he knows though. Well, he knows part of the story now. Yeah, he doesn't look like he's taking it well.
Are you okay?
Never better.
Oh, she's trying to be distant. She seems distant.
You don't turn into an animal too, do you?
Maybe a bat.
Let's give him some privacy.
I don't know if you'd want to leave him alone.
Oh, come on. No more going away.
Yeah, stop leaving him in the dark. But if he knows werewolves exist, will he piece it together that she's a vampire through the context clues?
Can you please just believe that I'll tell you anything that you need to know?
And I don't need to know this.
No. Really, you don't.
She just needs to say that if you know it will put your life in danger. It's so cold. He knows. He realizes.
Renesmee.
Renesmee's not gonna like give him the info though through her power, through her gift.
Need to know, I guess.
So he kind of knows.
Antagonize her, she's the strongest one in the house.
Please.
Are they gonna trade her? Push her limits?
Don't hurt yourself, Emmett.
Oh, that rock is gonna smash as soon as she wins, isn't it? Yeah, is she even trying? Yeah. Oh, we're gonna see a sparkle.
My time as a human was over.
Yeah, this film is the first one that didn't open with a little bit of poetry from her to bookend it. But of course, this is only this is the second part, so it makes sense.
Everything was falling into place.
Yeah, it's all going so easy, but it's going to be disrupted.
It seemed we had only one enemy left.
Time. Yeah, she's growing up so quick. You have to like explain that away, yeah.
Edward thinks that we'll find answers in Brazil. There are tribes there that might know something.
Okay, so there is some stuff in Brazil. Oh, it's her. I'm forgetting her name. Irana or something. Irina, okay.
Well, it looks like she changed her mind.
Seeing Jacob must have been too much for her.
Yeah.
She's family. She'll come around.
Is Renesmee's face still CGI'd? Can't they have just got a child actress at this point? And she's here to tell them about the daughter. Or is it about Jacob? Because they thought it was Jacob, that's the problem, but I don't think it is. I think it's Renesmee.
They've done something terrible.
Allow me, my dear.
Oh, he's gonna see her.
Oh my.
Can he only read minds when he's touching, making physical contact? Because it looked like that before in the previous movies. So Edward has the same power as him, but slightly better actually, because he doesn't need the contact.
The Volturi. They're coming for us. Aro, Caius, Marcus.
They're all coming.
Irina thinks Renesmee is an immortal child.
A mortal child.
But their development was frozen at the age they returned. They couldn't be taught or restrained.
Okay, they think that they've turned a child, but it's not that they've given birth to a child.
Stories spread. The Volturi were forced to intervene. Since the children couldn't protect our secret, they had to be destroyed.
Yeah, the children had no restraint because they're kids.
Invaders grew very attached, fought to protect them.
Yeah. Why would you create a child though? I guess if you got turned and you already had a kid, you'd turn your kid as well to live with them forever. I want to see Caius. What's his power? Does he have a power?
Denali's mother made an immortal child.
So they know firsthand as well. You just chuck him on.
Well, Renesmee is nothing like those children.
Oh look, Bella's eyes. She's gone yellow as well.
They won't listen to us. But maybe others can convince them.
Can they somehow show the memories? That's Renesmee's power. If Renesmee touches Arrow and shows that she is not an immortal child, that could work.
They've left us.
Why?
She didn't say.
Alice could have seen her own death or something along those lines, so changed course.
She's not what she looks like.
This is a crime!
What is that? Like a little taser power or something?
Bella's her mother.
Impossible. It's true. She was born while I was still human.
I've never heard of such a thing.
She can show you if you let her.
Yeah, she has the ability to show them.
We're all under a death sentence because your sister didn't let us explain.
I don't like that it's all coming from like one misunderstanding though.
I knew the rest of our family would face this fear as well. Fear of the unknown.
In Egypt as well.
Fear of the Volturi.
So they are building a bit of an army here. Someone who can control water. These are some really cool gifts.
I'd like to hear about it.
Rami Malek. And he's Egyptian himself, isn't he? That's one of the coolest powers I've seen so far, because that's something that isn't just mind related, you know? But look, he's got red eyes, so he actually hunts people. Are they red? It looked like they were red. Oh, it's not just water? Is it just like telepathy in general? Any elements, so earth, wind, fire, water is the avatar.
Senna and Zafrina from the Amazon.
From the Amazon forest, wow. Real international group they're building here.
The arrival of Senna and Zafrina meant that our plea was being heard in even the most remote corners of the world.
Yeah, so the message is being spread.
But first I better finish my meal.
Yeah, so they're getting help from feeders.
Although we were grateful for their help, their thirst for human blood complicated the situation.
Yeah, all of these vampires are located in one place. They all want to hunt the people of Forks.
A lot of red eyes around here.
They agreed not to hunt in the area.
Of course, having a wolf here as well is dangerous. They won't like that.
I already told you, if it comes to a fight, I won't stand against the Volturi.
So he won't fight.
I'll be in the attic.
Bit of a recluse.
It's not a people person.
Well, they're not people.
Many with gifts of their own.
Yeah, what is everyone's gifts? How can they help in the fight?
She could make anyone see what she wanted them to.
Okay, so give people hallucinations and stuff.
Wait, you didn't tell me your wife is a shield?
Yeah, she's a shield type. Different types.
You have a very powerful gift.
Oh yeah, she's a shield, all right. Should have put her on her ass.
Means we were introduced to a lot of new characters. Are they going to just be expendable in this war?
We have been waiting a millennium. Scum.
Where are these from then? Are they Russian or like Romanian? Like they've got like the kind of traditional vampire accent you'd expect, you know?
When Aro wants someone from a coven, it's never long before evidence turns up proving that coven committed some crime.
Ah, okay, so they fake some crime. It looked like Vlad and Stefan, they had yellow eyes.
This is all about Alice. He has no one like her.
Which is why she left.
Why does he need witnesses?
So he wants Alice, or does he want Bella? I feel like he wants Bella because she's such a good shield.
What's to stop them from going after Benjamin next? Or Zafrina or Kate or anyone else with a gift?
Yeah, stop them now so they can't go after more people.
Everyone showed courage.
Though we knew that Aro's army was moving against us.
In London?
Soon we would face the dark gifts of Jane. And worse, the paralyzing vapor of her brother Alec.
Okay, so Alec, he's got like this smoke. There's a lot of characters to remember and a lot of new powers. So they're going after anyone they think is with Carlisle.
Of course not. My dear Toshiro.
Oh, but he can, yeah, he's going to read his mind, of course. See if he had any thoughts of going against him.
James Carlisle is still expecting you.
So, actually, he more reads people's memories, whereas Edward, he can read their thoughts in the moment, so there is a bit of a difference between them.
But you could help the rest of us if you could project it.
Yeah, can she project her shield?
First, mine was just in my palms. Now I can radiate it all over my body.
How do you do it?
It's a lot of training for her to suddenly do, though. It's a cool idea, advancing people's powers. If Renesmee can project her power as well, she could be able to convince the others. But it seems like Aro, that's not really why he's doing this, is it? He's doing it to get people to join. She's doing it a bit, though.
I think she needs something to motivate her.
They're not going to put her in a difficult situation to motivate her.
Edward, I'm not ready to do this yet. I'm sorry, I said that I wasn't ready.
Dude, you're not motivating her.
You want to try?
She doesn't have the connection to Emmett, though.
Should I go see if Renesmee's awake?
You crazy?
Oh, yeah, she's really going to try and push it. The thing is, Bella had the shield before she was turned as well. Does that mean some humans can have gifts? Or is what you are like as a human, does that influence what gifts you get?
Did Aunt Alice and Uncle Jasper run away because we're gonna die?
How do you explain this to a kid as well?
Physically, I feel like I could demolish a tank. Mentally, I just feel drained.
Mentally drained from not feeding? She's not going to suggest hunting humans to be stronger, because they would be stronger, wouldn't they?
Alice made sure only I would get the message, because only my mind would be safe from Aro.
Yeah.
I'm just glad to get away from all those reeking bloodsuckers. I'm sorry.
He always has to make like a snide comment, doesn't he?
Alice's note gave me a new sense of hope. Maybe she had a plan for us after all. And maybe Jade Jenks was the key.
Oh, so she's not going to see Alice, she's going to see Jade Jenks.
Have you known Alice and Jasper long?
I've been working with them for more than 20 years.
Is he like a lawyer or something?
I assume that his order is ready?
Of course. I've never been late with a delivery.
Okay. Is he just delivering information? Oh, it's a passport, a fake passport to get her out of here, to get them all out. So this guy is just like, you go to him if you want a new identity somewhere.
Jasper said only 2 were traveling. His instructions were very clear.
It's my mistake.
So it's just Renesmee and Jacob. That makes sense, keep them both safe. Renesmee, she's always going to need new fake passports, isn't she? If she's growing up so quick.
Alice's vision was clear.
But Alice's vision can change based on decisions.
It's a 5-day fishing trip to Fraser River. It's for you and Sue.
You leave tomorrow.
Wow.
Oh, get them out of here.
Carlisle, I've never thanked you. This extraordinary life.
Oh, he's actually thanking him now. He's come to appreciate his life as a vampire. I wonder if Rose will be the same eventually, maybe.
Maybe it's alright. You're gonna be safe.
I'm surprised she's leaving it so late. But it's probably part of the vision, right? Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, this looks like a little arena surrounded by the trees. Are they actually going to try and reason with them at all? Oh yeah, they're well outnumbered.
Arrow's looking for Alice.
Yeah, Alice isn't here. And Irina, she's still vegetarian though. She's got the yellow eyes still. Of course, the wolves, they've got to come in and help. Have they thought about this tactically? Have they like flanked them, or are they just in a line together? Much better for a hero shot. Oh, she's projecting. Why though? Surely you want this to happen. You want him to know that she's not immortal. Is it like an even greater sin though, having the child?
Young Bella.
Michael Sheen does such a good job of being creepy. He can hear the heartbeat. This isn't going to be a gift he wants though.
Conceived and carried by this newborn while she was still human.
There's no way it's going to be resolved though. There still needs to be a fight.
Bring the informer forward.
Yeah, she's put all this in motion, not based in truth.
Full responsibility for my mistake.
Are they going to kill her?
Gaius, no!
Ah, and they're all going to fight.
Blind.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Pain.
Oh, and she can block it. Oh, it's like, is it just for Edward or is it like a whole force field? Yeah, she doesn't like that, the smirk, her getting one over on her. What is this guy's power as well? He's always there looming.
Humans pose a threat to our kind. Maintaining our secret has never been more imperative.
So he's just twisting it any way he can for a fight.
Only the known.
Kill the unknown.
Spare ourselves a fight today.
You could be setting yourself up for a bigger war later on. Is that Alice and Jasper?
Dear Alice, we're so glad to see you here after all.
I have evidence the child won't be a risk to our kind.
Oh, because she can see the future.
It doesn't matter what I show you. Even when you see, you still won't change your decision.
Yeah, exactly. I thought he was going to fly for a second there. And Alice and Jasper are right here. They can use them as captives. Oh, Carlisle's coming right in. It is his daughter or daughter. Oh! Wow. That's our first major death as well, and it's Carlisle. And of course, yeah, they need to fight now. And now, we have all these characters, but are they expendable? All of these new ones. Don't let Edward see you touching Bella, though. It seems like Jane and Bella have a bit of a rivalry, almost this unspoken rivalry. It always feels like you have kind of two female rivals for some reason, you know.
Nothing like a bit of girl on girl.
Because usually they don't want to have a man and a woman fight sometimes. Oh, wow. But would Alice have already known that? Jasper's gone. Jasper was one of my favourites. Yeah, someone needs to take out Jane. She's just so strong. Bella hasn't got a kill yet either. The thing is, I don't know who all the wolves are. I don't know if that's someone I know. Is that Seth? Is that Sam? I know Sam was the big black one, but I don't know about the rest really. Is Jacob gonna return? Yeah, he's losing focus because he knows. Benjamin, he needs to use his gift. What can he use? Can he control the snow as well? Because it's water technically. Or is this him controlling Earth? Look, he is just so... He's on another level compared to the rest, let's be honest. Got thrown a Wilhelm scream, of course. Oh, sacrificed themselves. Ed was falling in, but falling in doesn't necessarily mean death. Oh, it's gone right down to lava, wow. No, burst right through. Oh, is it going to be Alice and Jane fight? Okay. But with support from Bella. Yeah, it's the only way you can fight Jane, really. Oh, she's running away like a coward. Okay. Gonna let Sam do it. Harrow, Caius, and the other one, the three brothers, they haven't really stepped in, but they might have to now. What is Caius's power? And we have this new guy, Garrett. These three seem kind of expendable. I'm worried. Ooh, the way it ripped. I'm surprised he went down that easy, actually. And then this guy, what even can this guy do? We've seen so little of him. Did he just want to die? He seemed to just accept it. I thought he was going to show off his power, or is his power an illusion so they think he's dead? They're both going to have to fight together. Yeah, nice, good old team attack. Oh, Bella's the one to do it. And burn the head as well, yeah. That was all Alice's vision. Oh my god. So he knows not to fight. So Carlisle and Jasper aren't dead. God, it does feel like a bit of a cop-out, not getting any character deaths, but it's nice knowing that they don't have to die.
But what if you were sure she could remain concealed from the human world?
Of course, but that cannot be known.
Well, none of them can be known to the human world. What's this? Is this Zafina? She can create like a world for her to live in peace or something? Oh no, Zafina's there.
Among the Takuna tribes of Brazil.
We have enough witnesses.
Oh, from Brazil. Brazil seems to take a huge part in this.
A vampire. Like the child.
Ah, so this isn't a new case.
150 years.
And he still looks young, so after a while they stop aging.
Blood. Human food. I can survive on either.
Combination of both.
Regardless, the Cullens have been consorting with werewolves, our natural enemies.
Kai still wants a fight.
We will not fight today.
Today. That doesn't mean that they can't in the future.
Such a prize.
Both of them.
We have them on the run. Now is the time to attack.
Oh yeah, these two still want a fight, don't they?
You're all fools! The Varturi might be gone, but they will never forgive what happened here.
This feels like there's kind of a setup for continuation from this point. I don't know. Breaking Dawn.
I'm glad she has you.
See, it is like both of them have a happy ending, but it's still a weird ending for Jacob.
So should I start calling you Dad?
Yeah. We're all gonna be.
They're all gonna be together. It's a weird family dynamic having Jacob there. Oh, and she's seeing a vision of all of them living happily together in the future. Okay. I was wondering if we'd get a flash forward, but we'll just see Alice vision. And that was Edward seeing that as well. Yeah.
The day we met.
I'm Edward Cullen.
Oh. Had to be this song. Okay. We're seeing a flashback through everything. He's seeing all of her love for him.
How did you do that?
Been practicing.
Oh, so it wasn't... Was it a projection or was it just him reading her mind?
Forever.
Forever.
I have died.
There we go. I was waiting for the line. In for you.
I have loved you.
For 1,000 years.
I love you for 1,000.
Oh, it's closing like a book. Okay. And that's the last page of the actual book. What's with the random Spanish or Portuguese subtitles right there and at the start? Is it because Brazil takes such a big part in this? It's Portuguese? They always have to do these extra credits for these big franchises, don't they? Start with the lesser characters and end on the bigger ones. Rami Malek. Yeah, it's funny when it starts on these characters that we barely know though. Okay, so that was Breaking Dawn Part 2. I have really enjoyed this Twilight series actually. I think, you know, a lot of people, they judge it because target audience is teenage girls. It got made fun of a lot when it came out. And I think the first one, it doesn't hold up as well as the others. I think the first one maybe that sets a bad tone for some people potentially, but I did really like where it went. I do feel like if you compare it to other similar stories that are kind of for the same target audience, you know, your kind of Harry Potters and your Hunger Games, I do feel like it's a bit smaller scale, especially here, you know, they're building up to this big war, but if you compare this to the others, it's much smaller scale. And I'm wondering if part of that is, the first is like basically purely romance, right? And then it's developed into this war. I wonder if this was actually like her intention from the beginning, or if she saw the success and was like, okay, I need to plan out the rest of this series and bring it up to this war. So it did feel a bit more kind of small scale, but it was still good. It was still enjoyable. I am not sure how I feel about the whole Vision thing. I feel like that kind of cuts through the stakes a bit because we'd lost some characters, you know. We lost Carlisle, we lost Jasper, we lost some big characters, and then it was a vision. It was all part of Alice's vision, and I can like understand why they do that. That is kind of a logical thing, but it does undercut the stakes a little bit. You know, there wasn't actually any characters that actually died, any main characters throughout this entire thing. So apart from the villains like Victoria and James, we never see like any of the main or even side characters die. So it does feel like the stakes are kind of low because of that. Even Charlie, like a human, he made it out of this alive. I was worried for him throughout the whole series really, because he is this emotional connection to Bella. I was wondering if they were going to kill him off for that emotional moment, you know. But it is good that it doesn't fall into some of the tropes of the teen movies as well, I guess. Having all of these characters die and like ending off in a funeral. Of course, it ends off in a war like other movies do, but I can kind of understand why they maybe want to subvert that. But it does feel like maybe that's holding back the potential of the story a little bit as well. But I know for a lot of people the main appeal of the story is the romance, but I preferred this kind of war side, seeing the powers, seeing all of that. The romance was still good, it still worked, but that wasn't like my main that wasn't like the main attraction for me, I guess. And I think that's why I preferred the movies as they went along, as they got more and more high stakes. I think my favourites are probably Eclipse and New Moon Part 1. I never thought I'd say that the Part 1 was one of my favourites, but I think that's the case. I did really like this one as well, but it's just kind of the stakes being undercut. I'm not sure how much I like that. And I do wish we got to see a bit more wrap up at the end, actually. We never got to see any of Bella's friends, what they're up to now. They're obviously still in the dark about the whole vampire thing? Do they think Bella's dead? Of course, Charlie, he knows that she's alive, and he has like a little bit of knowledge about this whole thing. But the rest of her friend group don't really know. Yeah, I just feel like there maybe was like more potential for what they could have done, like vampires being exposed to the world somehow. Like if Renesmee somehow exposed herself accidentally, then the world was exposed to vampires, and that would be even more of a reason for the Volturi to start a war. If it was like you could continue the story kind of in that direction, you know, have someone expose themselves, the whole world finds out, then it's really big stakes. We're getting vampires all over the world being hunted, the world's going crazy. But maybe like that's not the scale of the story that they wanted to tell. Then, you know, the main focus here is kind of the romance, and that does work really well with Edward and Jacob. I'm not sure how I feel about the ending with Jacob and Renesmee. Like, I understand that you want to give a happy ending to the people that you want to give a happy ending to, like, both of these parties, to both Edward and Jacob, but having it be he's like imprinted with Renesmee, and they're like this weird like found family, or it's like a family and then Jacob like third wheeling the family almost. I don't know how I feel about that, because there was always the possibility that he could have like imprinted on Leah because she was like held up on being the ex, and that would have worked out nicely, but that isn't really how like imprinting works, really, is it? I did really like in this one, we're introduced to these new characters. I was worried that they were going to be fodder. Obviously none of them actually died in the end, but it was cool seeing their new powers. You know, we had Rami Malek here being Benjamin, who was like the Avatar. He could control all of these elements. He was really strong, actually. And then there was like the one that could shock people. There were a few others. Zafina, who could give people like visions. She could like change their surroundings, their perception of the surroundings. That was really cool. There were some cool powers and things on show here. And I think again the conflict, it did work well. It felt natural. It was clear that Arrow, he just wanted the action, he wanted the fight. It was any reason necessary. The only reason he stopped is because he saw that he died. I think if Alice didn't show him that he died, he would have just gone ahead with it any reason he could find. And that does feel like there's an opening for continuation here with him, with the Volturi. They're still around. They're still going to be monitoring this whole situation. It is an interesting world, and it would be nice to explore it more. You know, if they wanted to do like a time skip and do a continuation from Renesmee's point of view, I think I would enjoy that. Do a continuation from her point of view, build up the stakes even more. That could be really cool as like a sequel series. That would be really cool, actually. Yeah, there's just a lot of like potential in the story and in the world. And one thing I did like about this is sometimes it feels like Bella, she's a bit of a damsel in distress. You know, all of these movies, they're focused on the Cullens protecting her or the Quileutes protecting her. So it was nice for her to have a bit more agency here, but it did feel like it was almost Renesmee who was now the damsel in distress. She was being protected by Bella and protected by the others. But it was nice that Bella, she broke out of that trope a little bit here of being this damsel in distress. Now that she's a vampire, it's much easier to protect her, it's much better for her. So yeah, I think that's everything I had to say. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. This has been a really fun watch, actually. If you like this, consider leaving a like or a comment. If there was a continuation, what would you like to see from that? And if you're interested, check out the Patreon where you can vote on what's next, get some early access, get the full length. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.